it's only day one and I'm losing my mind because I'm already changed.
Incredible. And so many connections. It's crazy.
I came to take my speaking to the next level. They took my life to the next level.
Ain't no competition when you make it to the top.
More family time, more abundance. You've been made for more.
Either you're in the midst of adversity, just came out of adversity, or you're about to head into some adversity. So you better be prepared for it either way.
Don't miss it because it's life-changing.
So you can't, because you blew up. So what they trying to do, you did without saying, put us on your podcast.
Right.
Next time you speak, let me get on the stage with you. You didn't do that.
Give me a gig.
But yeah, so what would you say, what is maybe the ABCs of being a student, having a coach, and being the best student?
Oh, little fish, big pond, big splash, big bag. Little fish, big pond, big splash, big bag.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Next Level Speakers Podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined by Jeremy Anderson and another guy that I can't get rid of. I don't know why. Now, listen,
he can't get rid
I started a whole nother podcast with my brother Jeremy to get away from this dude. I don't know why he keeps popping up, but he's here.
I heard it was a good podcast. So I'm like, don't leave me out.
Let me get some of that.
We got the #1 motivational speaker in the world,
Don't leave me out.
Dr. Eric Thomas, and then we got a special guest here, man, with us. My man, B-Rad, Brad. What's going on, bro? Welcome to the podcast, brother.
Thank you for having me. How you feeling, man?
Now, listen, man. You are, you sitting next to royalty right here, bro. Like, how you feeling, man?
I'm good. The way I look at it is, if you had the opportunity, if you were, say, a basketball player to hang with Jordan, Kobe, if you had the opportunity to get Bron.
Don't push Bron off on him now. Don't push him off on him now.
Come on, Jeremy, get him together.
if you had the opportunity to spend time.
The man said what he said.
Like, man, that's this for me. Like, you all are my Jordan, my Kobe, my LeBron, and I'm just
So who's
blessed.
Jordan, who's Kobe, who's LeBron?
Wow.
Don't make him do that to you. Don't make him do that to you.
We're gonna go cold. I'll take the
GOAT.
You know what I'm saying? Man, so, man, I don't even know where to start. Jeremy, I'll let you go because y'all been together longer, but been
So when I
phenomenal.
first, 2020, we first jumped off the Next Level Speakers Academy. You was one of the first people to pull up at our very first event. We had it at David Shan's place. Not the new one, the very first one. And I remember your spirit was like, bro, I just came to serve and help. That's when I knew he was different. He wasn't on that. He was like, bro, I came early to roll up my sleeves and help. And man, we've been rocking ever since. And what I love most about you is I tell you what to do, you run the play. And you execute at a high level. And now you get results, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so how does it feel to be in this place now, making 6 figures, traveling, speaking, got your time back? Talk to me.
No, I feel great. I mean, I always knew what I was capable of.
Yeah, that's good.
But I needed instruction, I needed organization, I needed systems in order to do it. I couldn't lean on my own understanding. My gift wasn't good enough as it's on its own. It needed to be...
Proverbs 3:5.
Right.
Come on.
It needed to be structured, and that's what I got within Next Level and all the years of following you, E, following you, CJ. Because, I've been down with y'all. I've been down with ETA before I was with Next Level. Coming to the conferences and serving there. So that servant spirit came from at ETA. And then, Game Changer, all the different programs, I went through all of that. So when I came over to the Next Level, I knew exactly what to do as far as implementing, finding the void, saying, hey, Brad, I can add value in this way. Because when we first came to the Next Level, we didn't have the coaching calls.
Because I remember he was like, bro, and all they went through their thing, like,
I can help.
Yeah, that's good.
No, and you started, when did you start speaking though? Like when did you say your speaking career began, just in terms of not just paid and, we'll get to all the wonderful things you're doing now, but like when did you think like, man, I kind of got a gift to be able to go talk to these young people?
That started a little over 10 years ago. So I'm 35 now. I started when I was 24.
Okay. That's good.
And to be honest with you, people ask me all the time, what made you get into it or whatever? I was like, bro, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to be left alone. For people who don't know my story, I spent 10 years in special ed classes. That was 10 years of me hiding. Even with me I always had this gift. I always had the ability to speak, but I didn't want anybody to know because I didn't want you looking at me. Because I didn't want you to find out my weaknesses, all the things, the issues about myself that eventually if you get too close to me, you're gonna find out that, I struggle with reading, writing, basic mathematics and, comprehension and things like that, and being called names and things like that. I was like, I don't want to deal with that. So I was like, I'll just leave it alone. But I went to school, got my degrees, and the teacher found out about it. I was like, Brad, you got to come to school and talk to these kids. And I said no like 4 or 5 times because that would have been the first time that I outed myself and said it out loud that I was in special ed classes. And
how did that feel?
Man, I felt
liberating, or was it?
It was when you find it was therapeutic.
Surprising.
Yeah, it was therapeutic because I got out there and I spoke, and there wasn't a dry eye in the room. And it wasn't but 8 of us in there because it was a special ed class. Right. So
y'all do be having them small classes. I ain't gonna lie.
We do.
I be like, y'all getting to watch a movie again?
Yeah. For all y'all that's watching, I know you laughed a little too hard today.
Yeah. Okay, come on, man.
But I did it.
You gotta keep it lighthearted.
Right. But I did it, and it sparked something inside of me and let me know that, you do have a gift. You are special, and you are supposed to be doing something. And I just could not get away from your videos. I couldn't get away from, Les Brown and all the greats, and your videos started popping up. And it was just like, okay, something's to this. I got to get a coach. I need to. So it hasn't been a year that's gone by that I have not had a coach. I've always paid for coaching. So every year, I always made money. I always made money because I always had coaching.
Where did you get that principle from? Because so many of our people, especially our people, they don't mind spending on grabbing a Louis right quick, the J's. But when you tell them to pay for a coach or something to better themselves, they bro, that's a scam. It's like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? So where did that foundational principle of investing in yourself come from?
Y'all. It came from y'all. I was studying every piece of content that you put out, every video, every course, everything. I studied it. I was one of those individuals where I wanted to be good at my craft before I put any money into marketing or advertising. Forget all that. I wanted to be ready for the opportunity because, I've said it before that, when it's time to perform, it's too late to prepare.
Yeah, that's good.
So I didn't want that to happen to me where I get this great opportunity.
When it's time to perform, it's too late to prepare.
That's good.
I didn't want a great opportunity to show up, and then it's like, man, why we get this fool an opportunity? Man, this dude ain't know what he's doing.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah Brown. I'm a father, husband, and retired NFL football player. Before joining the Next Level Speakers Academy, I was speaking for free. And to be honest, I enjoyed it because I was living my passion. However, once I joined the Next Level Speakers Academy, that was when I was able to turn my passion into a productive and profitable situation, earning me 6 figures in my very first year. Now, due to the marketing and branding that come with joining the Next Level Speakers Academy, I am honestly making 6 figures a quarter at this point. As a professional speaker, it's positioned me to take care of my mother and my family, something that I only thought I'd be able to do as a professional football player. Now, as a professional speaker, with the guidance and just structure that comes with joining the Next Level Speakers Academy, Jeremy Anderson and the Next Level team have literally changed my life. And it literally is all because I'm standing on stage, telling my story and using my gift, a gift that I always had inside of me, but joining the Next Level Speakers community really helped bring it out of me, and I'm forever grateful.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to direct this toward people who are getting coaching. Because I do think there's a group that pays for it, but they believe it's our responsibility to get them to the promised land. And it's taxing, bro. I'm like, yo, I didn't do coaching to babysit.
Right.
Like, that's different. And so you thinking, well, I paid this. Matter of fact, I had somebody in our circle who called me maybe week 1 of the 30-day challenge and was like, bro, I'm hearing what you're saying about God and trust, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you was gonna blow me up. And I was like, what? It's like, yo, I was hurt because I thought, it was your responsibility. I paid to get in this program. So you supposed to get me on your platform. You supposed to whatever. And I was like, wow, that's a mindset though.
Yeah.
So for you, how do you what would you say are the ABCs of being a student, receiving the coaching, so you can't, because you blew up. So what they trying to do, you did without saying, put us on your podcast.
Right.
Next time you speak, let me get on the stage with you. You didn't do that.
Give me a gig.
Yeah, so what would you say, what is maybe the ABCs of being a student, having a coach, and being the best student?
Yeah, there literally is the ABCs to success, which I have. So the A is for awareness, and that's literally just understanding your strengths and limitations and understanding what you need to do in order for you to be successful.
Come on.
And for most people, they think that's just paying for the course and paying for the coaching, and that's gonna get them there. Absolutely not. That's just a start. That's just to get access. Once you get access, you now have to do everything that they tell you to do. All the things that are uncomfortable, you have to do it so that you can get to where you want to be. The next one is begin. You need to get started. Like, okay, you can get all the reps in that you want, all the coaching, you can go to meetups, whatever you want to do, but you have to go out and actually do the work to find out where you need to fix the errors, because you're not going to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes as you go out there. The last one is consistency, so that you're consistently doing the work over and over and over again, so that you can build up your 10,000 hours, which you always talk about. Because I wanted mastery of what I do. And that's why it was so important for me to go over 6 figures, because 6 figures says mastery. Like, once you go over, in any area that you're at, you're not paying you 6 figures or more unless you've attained mastery. And you can't get there without consistency.
Let's talk about the New York gig. You don't have to say names, but you did what the program says. You get to a point, you get to shadow. So you shadow, and the next thing you serving.
Yeah.
Talk us through that. Like, how did you, because I didn't go. You need to, I just all right, come roll with me. And it was so easy because you were with me without me kicking away.
So for those of you who don't know, just real quick, part of being in the program for our elite speakers is getting to shadow Jeremy E.T. on the gigs and find out what it's like to really be there. So that happened, and y'all were in New York when that happened? Okay, so I just wanted to set the table. That's a good question, but y'all are in New York, and then walk us through what it's like.
It wasn't Schenectady. What was it called?
Auburn. We were up in Albany.
Albany.
Oh, right by Schenectady.
Yeah. So we were we had a situation where it was a really good gig, a really nice opportunity, and I saw.
How many people would you say kids were there?
It was maybe 1,500.
Yeah, it was
a lot. It was a whole lot.
In the capital.
In the capital.
Yeah.
And with that situation, I talked to the gentleman and said, "Hey, listen, I would like to be there. I would like to, work with you." He shut me down for basically 3 years, right? But there was an opportunity where you were the keynote, and I saw that, and I said, "Hey, Brandon, I'm trying to roll." He said, "Oh, no problem. You good money. Go ahead." I said, "All right." I pulled up there, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" Like, didn't I tell this kid he can't really be at that? But I was like, "But I'm a guest of E." And he said, "Oh, I didn't know that you really knew. I thought you were lying." But here's the thing. He said, "I've been burned so many times."
You should have seen what happened if you told him you was my guest. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about
They just threw me out like jazz. But he explained that, I've been burned so many times by people who say they are this person they're really not. He's like, so now that I know that you are who you say you are, I have no problem with giving you at least a chance, a shot. And then from there, it built our relationship to what it is now. And I came in, was able to speak for, the New York State Educational Department. Chancellor was there. By the time I was done, the chancellor gave me a standing ovation, and I owe a lot of that to the Next Level family for it.
Well, you owe yourself because you didn't. I didn't have to. I don't know which camera's looking at me. Is this the one right here? I didn't have to do the heavy lifting. I didn't have to get, bro. Sometimes people call me on my phone. I'm about to speak. Where are you? Where you park at? Where do I need to park at? Can I walk in with you? What are you doing? I'm like, bruh, I'm at work. This ain't bring your mentee to work day. You know what I'm saying? And so for you, what I love was like, you did the work. Brandon. You didn't call me and Brandon, where am I supposed? You beat me there. You were there. So soon as I come in, E, what you need me to grab? What you need me to do? And then you had a conversation with him outside of me. It wasn't even no, E, talk to him for me real quick. It was, no, I've been taught what to say. I've been coached on what to say. So I don't need E to hold my hand to say what I've been coached to say. Let me go say it. And then next thing I know, he like, B, I'm like, what? He like, you don't, yeah, I know him, but I didn't know y'all. Praise God. Then all I said to you was, yo, You got the opportunity. you got to show up. And of course, he showed up and showed out.
Real quick, because we got to roll, but tell the people you started, obviously, just learning under the tutelage, stuff like that. You mentioned 6 figures, but talk to us about where the career is at now. I've heard the stories, but give the people the minute and a half version of where you at with it now.
Say it like C would say it.
Yeah,
but,
come
but
on.
to put even more pressure, tell them how your life was, where you was working at during the pandemic, and the hell you went through.
You work with ETA?
My bad.
That's what,
My bad. I was frustrated. I was locked in the house. I was frustrated, bro.
And then let them know about last year now. Go for it.
No, I was working at a group home, and they put me in one of the most dangerous ones that they had. So I was, fighting. I was changing diapers. I was cooking food, doing laundry. Everything. I could have actually lost my ability to work with kids if somebody else did the wrong thing on my shift. So it was so much that could have went wrong. God had to be with me.
Yeah.
So you had told me from the get-go, Brad, leave. And I was like, I'm not ready yet. I got to prove to my wife that I can stabilize things. And, the pandemic hit and it changed everything. It was like, you got to go. You got to do it now. And I called you first and we prayed and you were like, yep, it's time to go. I went out and he said, God going to take care of you. And sure enough, 3 months into it, I was rocking and rolling. And it just changed.
What does that mean, rocking and rolling?
Man, I was getting booked consistently.
Yeah.
Right? You're right. You're right. I was getting.
I was saying like CJ was saying. I'm balling.
I was talking like
balling. I'm getting to the paper.
I was putting everything that y'all taught me to work.
That part.
And it was working because I was doing the work consistently. So the money started coming in and the opportunities started rolling. And then you put more, leadership roles on me and like, Brad, you can do this because you've proven it. And now we're at the point where, my wife, is pregnant with our second son.
Hold on. Tell them about the first one. Give them the 6-month flex.
Okay, so in 6 months, I made over $70,000, and I took the next 6 months off just to spend time with my wife while she was pregnant.
Sound like me.
With our son.
Come on, bro.
Just try to chill.
Just at the crib, just with the newborn baby.
Yeah.
Praise God.
She had some complications in the third trimester.
Come on, bro. That's what it's about, bro. You getting your time back, man.
That's called freedom. That's called freedom.
See, I said your wife was out, so you was breastfeed, huh?
So this time around, we have another child that's on the way. And I've already done over 6 figures, within the first, couple months of the years. And at this point, he's just trying to get me to run it up as much as I can. So I got to have a conversation with my wife. Like, do you want me to stop at 6 months and just do that again, or do you want me to continue to go? And then
you know the thing I love about it too, Brad, is like you start getting to the paper and doing your thing as an elite level speaker, and then you still come here, you serve, and you got that same humble spirit. That's what I don't like about Jeremy and E. When they blew up, their spirit got way out of control. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
We'll see y'all next week.
Thanks, Brad.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Jeremy Anderson here, founder of Next Level Speakers Academy. And look, we're always looking to see how we can take to the next level. Me and my team have been meeting, and we said, man, how can we enhance the experience, right? How can we put the people within our community in the best position to get as many opportunities to speak and share their gift and their message with the world? I am pleased to announce that we have just launched our Next Level brand studio. For those of you all that's in the Facebook group and online and send me DM, Jeremy, who did your website? Who does your branding? Who did your EPK? Who does your reel? We now build a team of people that's been working with us for years that's now going to work with you. So for those of you all that want a brand, right? You want a real custom logo and an EPK and business cards. You really want to put yourself in the best position to really be taken seriously. We've got the opportunity for you, right? For those of you where they said, man, I need a website that's nice like yours, Jeremy. I don't have as much content, but I got enough to get a really strong website to put me in the best position. Man, we've done so many websites. We've got the team, the crew ready to support you. For those of y'all that realize people don't want to book speakers who are trying to be speakers, they want to book speakers who are already speaking, and you understand the importance of having a real polished and powerful professional speakers reel. Man, we got the team that's been working with me for over a decade, and now my team is your team. So whether you need a brand, a branding and a logo and EPK and all of that, whether you need a brand new website, whether you need a speakers reel, Next Level Brand Studio is the go-to place for premier speakers like you, is for them to take your message and your brand and your story to the next level.